I think there's a few. I've been very privileged enough to work with some divers with different challenges over the years. I think probably the bit where I felt I'd made the biggest difference was, ironically, from not, in my opinion, not really making a difference at all. Like all good stories, it started when I was sitting in a bar and restaurant, and a family next door saw a dive organization logo on my shirt and saw the wheelchair and said, "You dive?" And I was like, yeah, I'm an instructor. And they were like, wow, because our son, he's got let's say a form of cerebral palsy, and would he be able to dive? And I just said, well, I've got a medical here. And I gave them the medical, and next time you're back here, when I was working in Thailand, next time you're in Phuket, please bring, get the medical filled out and bring Clancy down, and we can actually try some scuba in the pool. And shook hands and wondered if they'd ever come back again. 4 days later, they called me and said, so we went back to Australia and got our son and came back here. Wow, no pressure then. So the medical was all fine, so we just decided to get in the pool with this young man. And we blew some bubbles, sat on the bottom of the pool, and basically chucked a torpedo back and forth. You know, for a scuba instructor, this wasn't really that big a deal in our opinion, and just said at the end of it, his dad was in the water with us with a GoPro filming it, and you know, we just said at the end, well, you know, next time let's try the ocean. And after that, I actually moved on to a different job, and I was going to teach a course in Australia, and I saw on LinkedIn when I was advertising this course, the dad found this and wrote on, just going, Mark gave us a transformative experience. We now have something we can do as a family, and we always go on dive holidays, even if it's just shallow diving with our son, but we get to do things together. And from our point of view, that was just amazing, because all I did really was sit at the bottom, do my job, and throw a torpedo back and forth underwater whilst blowing bubbles on scuba. But it had that transformation effect, and I found that amazing.